with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, D's. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If hit boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury. Luxury. Ha, these luxury. Ha, luxury. Ha, ha, they can't with me. Slow it. I ain't finna stop till they make the rap blow it. Shout out Yaya, she was with me at my lowest. Best baby daddy in the world and you know it. I thought that I was done, he said hop back in. Made it to the league, this is not Pac-10. Headline set, that's a big back in.
One of the best smelling parking lots in the NFL. The tailgating's over now in Kansas City. It's football time at Arrowhead Stadium here in KC. Here's Matt Gay ready to get this one started. And off we go here on Monday night. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Throwing to get things started is Mahomes. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
Yellow.
They'll motion their tight end Johnson. And that is incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it's going to bring up fourth down. And the Chiefs will punt the ball away. Back deep for the Saints, it's Rashid Shaheed. And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Throwing is Rattler. He lets one go. Looking for Shaheed.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They put a receiver in motion to the left. The defense plays it beautifully on that one. They knock him back to the 7.
Warner on the tackle. He's brought down back in his own 7-yard line.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Yellow. Right side.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Pat. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. Well, that's certainly a way to break a 0-0 ball game. A safety, first points on the board, and the lead is now the bizarre score of 2-0.
Well, Mike, I don't think anybody had that on their bingo card. I mean, for a safety to be the first points of a ball game is pretty uncommon, but a great job there by the defense, capitalizing on the field position and coming away with the 2.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. The drive will start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Right back to him on 1st down. And this will be a short gain down to the 41-yard line. Leo Chenal, the linebacker, there for the tackle. Throwing now is Rattler. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. That one good for 26 yards.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons. He can spread the ball out and find the open space. Mike, I have to be honest, when offenses come up with run play designs, blocking the corner is not really a big priority. But in this case, great job not only forcing it on the outside, but defeating the block, coming up and making the tackle, and keeping it to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. Good running. Gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
That is going to be intercepted by Trent McDuffie. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Every defensive coordinator, Mike, in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Yellow. Hey, 57, 57. Hey, yellow, hey, go. Right side.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
3rd and short. Here's Patrick. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And he will go all the way. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Chiefs. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Harrison Butker now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Chiefs will up the lead to 5. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
Rattler now back to throw. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
His pass taken in by Shaheed.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Third and long. Here's Rattler. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now fourth down. On comes the punter now. He'll punt for the second time after hitting a beauty in his first effort. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To throw is Mahomes. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken. They got him.
This offense came into this drive hoping to extend their narrow lead, Mike, but instead, after first down, they find themselves in 2nd and forever following that big sack right out of the gate.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Man in motion, heading left. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
Yellow. Attack!
Throwing now, Mahomes. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. They'll stick with him again. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Brian Cook up from his safety spot to make the tackle. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Shaheed in motion. Now he's free at the 35. And he is going to be out of bounds. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a 1st down. Handoff here, up the middle. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. Second and a yard. On the ground, it's Mostert. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll get about 5. Remain here in this first half. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Olave is the motion man. He's trying to get around the corner, but can't. Going to be run down behind the line. A completion, yes. A loss of yardage, yes as well. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. We'll talk things over before 3rd down. Now Rattler going to throw. Throw to the sideline. Well done. Good job with the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes, they do, have the first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design. Sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. Shaheed in motion. And he'll take it on in. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, Saints. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Next the score, Saints 9, Chiefs 7. Matt Gay set to kick off.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10.
Yellow, 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 yellow.
Throwing is Mahomes. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. That pass play good for 22. And the Chiefs have a first down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball that extra second in the pocket, and With the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up third down.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. First down sack, second down big play attempt, falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in third and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
Third and long for Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And that's going to work out well. Out of bounds, and they mark it inside the 5-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rattler. He'll get this out to his running back. Looking to throw, Rattler. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup, and he's going to have to make better decisions here in the second half. Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
They need to get this to the 23. Here's third down. Shaheed in motion. On third down, they'll set up to throw. Shaheed with the catch.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
That'll be returnable from the 35. And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there.
At their own 42-yard line.
Yellow.
A quick throw here on the RPO. It's caught by Johnson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
He's going to air one out for Metcalf.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes. He's going to look downfield once again. And he's into the end zone. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, KC. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
The Chiefs will set up for the two-point conversion.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. And he takes it into the end zone, so they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
With the score, Chiefs 15, Saints 9.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. The third quarter begins with a run. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll run right here with Mostert.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Catch is made there on the left side by Cooks. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. It gets them down to the 6.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get 1st down after 1st down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
Shaheed in motion. To the goal line and in. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, New Orleans. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. Now Gay for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Saints have taken the lead by a point here in the 3rd. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Yellow. There's on.
Throw, left side, that's Johnson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
down these two. Foul down these two.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. Taking off.
That's just great awareness there, Mike. He's looking downfield. He doesn't see anything, but he is locked in to get that first down. He tucks it, becomes a runner, and gets past the marker.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Yellow. Hey, 15.
First down throw, Mahomes. This caught right side by Worthy. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Yellow.
Mahomes back. Now a screen set up for Johnson. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. The motion man is Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score, and Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Here's the Chiefs and Mahomes lining up to add on 2 more.
Will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And he'll get into the end zone. Doing it on his own. Successful 2-point conversion. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Throwing now is Rattler. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a second.
Plays like that, Mike, are a big reason why Chris Jones has a strong argument to make the case for the best interior defender in the entire league, coming off his 4th consecutive All-Pro selection, and he was rewarded for it pretty handsomely this offseason with a new contract.
This is fielded well short of midfield. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
Hey, rib lid.
On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That is hot down the field. It's Worthy. And he will get into the end zone. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs. And Butker on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chiefs will extend this 3rd quarter lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Rattler now back to throw. And it's a reception for Taysom Hill. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a 1st down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
Now Rattler gonna throw. That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of... Second down and 3. Here's Rattler. There's that man again. Another catch. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every...
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Throwing is Rattler. Open man down the field. It's Olave. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 10. It's a gain of 29, and it's first and goal. Here's a run. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3. Now here's second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up third and goal.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Throwing here on third and goal. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's fourth down.
You could tell that this defense was ready for this exact play call. They know that they're going to give their quarterback a chance both through the air and on the ground with his legs. They do a nice job stopping him short of the goal line to force fourth down.
Shaheed in motion. And he will score again. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown Saints. That is 3 touchdowns in the game and 4 for the season. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
It's the score. Chiefs 30, Saints 23.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Yellow.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. The veteran in there for the sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. Now he throws back over the middle. It is complete. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Here comes 3rd and 6.
15.
Patrick to throw. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
On comes the Chiefs punter as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And he got all of this one. Headed for the sideline. And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. Here's 1st down. They'll turn and hand this one off. And a good run there. It'll get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the carry, here's Mostert. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's going to have this one up near the 28.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. They get 22 yards there. 1st down, New Orleans.
And you love to see this. You find yourself here in the 4th quarter. Your team is trailing. You're trying to do anything possible to see if you can create some sort of late spark. He goes big-time effort on the layout catch, and he's able to pull it in and see if he could be a little bit.
And he's going to take this all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10.
Yellow. Attack. Right side.
A quick throw here on the RPO. It's caught by Johnson. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to.
Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. Clock is stopped. 47 seconds left here in the 4th. Big play in the game right here. It's 3rd down.
Hey, 43. Right side.
To throw is Mahomes. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And they will get him down at the 35-yard line.
And this game certainly looks a lot different now after that completion. I mean, to pick up that many yards in the 2-minute drill, everybody in the huddle can just take a deep breath. All they need is a field goal. So right now, work the clock, possess the ball, send out your kicker to see if he can win it.
Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10.
Easy. Right side.
They'll go with Johnson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here, his ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And they will finally run him down.
You just don't see speed out of the tight end position like this guy, Mike. I mean, to catch an underneath ball and have the ability to turn into a runner, that's something we traditionally see from wide receivers and running backs, but this guy's as fast as anybody in the league.
Now they get the timeout. Interesting situation. Do they kick it here or run the risk of getting in another play, possibly not getting it down in time? We'll see. Here is 1st and goal.
Yellow.
The motion man is Johnson.
Right side.
And looked like he may have had a lane, but the defense shut it down quickly. He did not get in, and it'll be 2nd down. Big moment for a guy who's made some big kicks in his career, Harrison Butker. This to win the game. This kick is good. So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious, as we say, so long from Arrowhead.